Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. We've decided to make ourselves a new fuel refinery at the end of the last one, and I think it's certainly the right choice. We're struggling on a little bit of fuel at this stage, trying to get the caravel back to Earth and all of that, as well as doing some missions not exactly panning out as well as we would hope. So we have gone ahead and built both of these, and we've even increased the power supply for during the day. However, I was thinking about things and I realized we are already full on water from our towers. So given the fact that we need more production, well, overall, let's go ahead and we're going to start activating the night shift. Now, power is still a bit of an issue of a nighttime, so what we're going to do, we're going to disable one of these moist evaporators of a nighttime. In fact, we're going to go ahead and do this for two of them, and we will have both of these up and running. So what we're planning on having is we'll run these through the night. Both of those should be fine, and then that way we'll have not just increased our output by 1/3, but we'll then have doubled that as well with our extra fuel refinery, making it just that little bit easier for us to get all of the fuel that we need. So now we're producing 12 fuel per sol. We still have enough water. During the day we're producing more than enough, so we will be able to refill our tanks, but we'll be able to use this to maintain momentum through the night, which I am very happy about. So that will solve a few little issues for us. Other than that, we do have a bit of an issue within our dome. I believe we have a botanist working somewhere where they should not be. It's not over here. Hang on a second, let's just check. Is it the... Yeah, we have a botanist in the infirmary. That's not exactly where we want you. Let's go ahead and set you there. And then for our unemployed fellow, yeah, let's go ahead and tell you to work there. Alright, so that should hopefully fix up a little bit of our production there. Not that we're particularly hurting when it comes to food, but again, if we can have people in their optimized workplaces, we do gain a little bit of extra morale. So that's more than a little bit ideal. Alright, well, looks like those guys are off and they're going to be handing us some cash, which is going to be particularly nice. And hopefully tomorrow we should be able to send off our caravel back to Earth and make a little bit of progress there too. Alrightio, so let's see, what else could we be doing at the moment? Let's just double check our situation. We are still in the clear with water by 0.2 during the day or night. I think in a couple of hours when these all go down, yeah, we are losing water production by about 1.6, but that is all right. We have 2 full water tanks, so that's only dropping by 0.8.
Great dust storm approaching.
Yeah, that is fine. Oh, we have a great dust storm approaching. Okay, that is bad. That's going to stop us from being able to send this off. That arrives in 18 hours. It does seem like we no longer have any Earth-sick colonists, so that is good to see. And unless they left on the eternal summer, that would be bad. Alright, so water production is going to disappear during the storms. We do have 2 of these, so I think we should be alright. We may need to turn off our fuel refineries during that, but that'll be... not much can be done about that. We also probably don't want our Stirling generators open. So we may need to cut back on some of our production as that makes it here. Now we are also getting short on machine parts. That's 0.3 per day it seems. So that's 12 days. 12 days? No, 0.3. Yeah, about 12 days, 15 days worth of machine parts. Okay, it's not ideal. Oh no, we have less than 3 souls worth. Well, no more building any new buildings, that's for certain. Hopefully we can make our way through relatively safely. We really need this to go. I don't think we're going to be able to get there in 13 hours. That is very disappointing. Okay, so what to do. A power accumulator, that should have enough power production for now. Right now, we're going up by 11. We're not really consuming too much at night, which is good to see. We have an oxygen tank. Maximum output is 10. Demand is 0.7. Yeah, I don't believe these get to work during the storm, so that will be bad. Maybe we should try and build up an extra oxygen tank just to be safe. Yeah, that only costs us a couple of metals. That's fairly easy to do. Let's go ahead and we'll build this. How can we build this? Let's rotate the building and see if that makes it any easier. Yeah, we can already tie that on in. There we go. Okay. So we'll build that there. That should tie in well with our already existing infrastructure. But we definitely want to have as much oxygen as possible. 2 water tanks should be relatively sufficient. Yeah, we are producing throughout the day, so we are all right in that regard. It's just going to be a little bit close. Actually, speaking of which, we no longer need anything for our sensor towers, which is giving us the information. Early warning is 18. Maybe we can go ahead and build up another one. That's not the worst plan. A little bit of extra information would always help. Let's go ahead and let's put that there. I don't think that's going to hurt us too much. I don't really know why it needs a connection to our power when we do not need to pay for them. But again, the better information we have, the better. So that'll be fun. Arrives in 14 hours due to... Oh no, it doesn't tell us how long this is going to last. Oh well, and we're so close to being able to send off that rocket as well. That is disappointing. Oh well, we have food, we have production. We should be relatively safe. Let's go ahead and we're going to disable our water usage, I dare say. Yeah, we don't need to be consuming more than necessary, so let's go ahead and shut these buildings down. And then hopefully we can weather the storm. Now we do have enough power at the moment. Let's go ahead and shut this. We have more than we need. Yeah, that is
Sector scan.
hopefully going to be enough power to get us through. This is going to last for 2 days. Oh, good grief. I think we have to leave this open. It does leave it vulnerable and we're going to go through a lot more maintenance, but right now I don't know if we can afford to be losing almost 17 power. Now if worst comes to worst, we need to open up the other one and put us in the clear. We will do that and start to recharge our power accumulator, but right now just sort of is what it is. Let's see, we're also... Oh, we found an anomaly. I suppose that's nice. Let's take the Explorer and queue that up. Then we'll tell you to return to base. Other than that, we have our loader. You are pretty well at capacity, so let's go ahead and unload our resources. Let's go to our metals one there. That should be fine. Yeah, this should be alright. Yeah. Alright, we'll just see how it goes. 13 buildings not working. Yep, no moisture coming on in. We are consuming everything we have. Luckily, it's only 1.5, so that's not terrible. We are doing some soybeans. Let's see. Water consumption is 1.6 for wheat or 2 for here. Yeah, we're going through 3. We could reduce that by 0.4. That wouldn't be terrible. That would destroy this crop, but I think... I don't know if we have enough. 1.5, let's see. Maximum output. Does it say it's ETA? stored water lasts 2.8 souls. Sorry, 2 souls, 2 1/3 souls. Alright, well then if that is the case, we have enough. We'll maintain what we're with at this stage, and that should be safe. Water water is still going to be our main issue. We're not going to open up any fuel at this stage. It looks like a new trade route with India for metals and concrete. Huh. Well, you know what? Let's switch this to a trade pad. And so if we were to export metals, we could go for some concrete. Oh, we are kind of alright at this stage. Let's maybe ask for some machine parts. Yeah, we'll find out if that's any good at this stage. Next response. No colony wants to trade. Okay, so metals for... electronics. We'll go with the electronics. We'll change that around. It looks like we get a pretty quick response when we change this around, so keep an eye out. No. And then, okay, maybe we just go for the concrete. Build up a nice water supply. Although, you know what? We're not really building anything, so I'm not sure if it's really that necessary. No, let's go for, no, we'll just leave it with polymers. Polymers is something that we're going to need in the future.
Breakthrough
So we'll just let that be. Looks like we have another breakthrough. That is fantastic. What is this? Alien imprints. Uncovers new anomalies, alien artifacts, which provide a tech cost reduction to all fields when scanned. Huh. Well, that is very nice. Okay, so we've got a couple of options. Oh, there's also Stirling generators. Well, that's nice. Okay, we've got a couple of options we could work towards. Let's go with... let's see, drone hubs. I also wouldn't mind those greenhouses either. That would be good, but you know what? If it's a tech cost reduction to all fields, I think that's worth purchasing sooner than later, because that's just going to give us a long-term advantage like it's nobody's business. Yeah, so we'll keep our decommission protocol. Things could get damaged and destroyed over time with these storms, so we do need this sorted. But that alien export could also be particularly good. Well, you know what? We're already halfway through. You know what? Let's make this our what we really require. Might make all of these a little bit cheaper. We still maintain our progress at least, so if we can reduce that, who knows? Maybe that's going to be the better way to do things. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Alright, let's see. Power-wise, how are we going on that? Stored power says it'll last 3 hours. I don't know how accurate that is. I seem to believe that this is a bit of a fib. Let's also make sure that we do have that extra polymer so we don't lose out on all of our power. We are slowly consuming it, but I think those 3 hours basically tell us that if we didn't have any more, that's how... I don't know. That's how much we would lose power in? I don't know. It just doesn't seem quite accurate. Yeah, only lasting 2 more hours. I don't think that that is the case. We're not consuming it as fast as it kind of says it will. But judging by the fact that it was meant to be, what, 1 day and 22 hours, we're at the halfway mark and we're slightly over halfway in our... oh, well, slightly under halfway in our stored power. I think we'll be safe. It's going to be close, but... oh, although it will lead us into nighttime, so maybe not, but either way. We have the Stirling generator to open just in case things go a little bit awry. Alright, so that's certainly good news. Our stored water lasts us an extra day longer than we need. So I think we can happily go ahead and...
Resources are low.
let's see. Yeah, less than 3 days worth of water. I am aware of this. 1 day and 8 hours. That's 16 hours more than we need. This will increase our use by approximately... what is it? Is it yeah, 33%, so we'd have to third what we've got. Okay, so we'll wait until there's about 8 hours left, and then we'll go ahead and turn this back on. We also do have maintenance to repair it, so that will take us a little bit longer in getting that done. But that is what it is. We still have enough machine parts for now. We should be able to do a supply run with these guys once we have the fuel. I think we're going to be safe. It's just going to be a little bit... yeah, I think we've just timed things out just right, so I think we're okay. Close, but we'll be okay. Alright, so 8 hours left. How much have we got? Enough for 1 soul. Yep, let's go ahead and get this active again. That should get some maintenance fairly quickly. That will probably be our last machine part, so we're going to need to do a quick turnaround and bring back some machine parts for us. If we focus only on refabs and supplies, we should be relatively safe. But there is our fuel production going back up again. 4 hours remaining. Let's go ahead and get this up and running too. Although that fuel refinery will cost us our final machine part. Hang on a second. What other buildings need looking after? We need concrete there. We have... what else do we need? Concrete. Okay, so we're relatively safe. That's polymer. Alright, so let's just double check. You're a machine part for a concrete extractor. Realistically, it's not the end of the world if that's not up and running. Okay, so we have enough concrete for now, but I think fuel is of greater importance. So we'll go ahead and get that up and running. When that shuts down, it's not fantastic, but we have enough in supply to keep everything else that requires it nice and safe. So that'll be all good. Yeah, and there we go. Okay, so we're producing plenty of fuel. That is the final numbers that we need here. Everybody is ready and raring to go. Let's go ahead and send you back to Earth. Rockets cannot land or launch. Oh, of course. 1 hour short. 1 hour short, but that's okay. That is about to disappear. Whenever you're ready. Hey, alrighty-o. Turn to Earth. Excellent. So, let's see. This is day 24. So, I believe for one of our milestones... no, not milestones, sorry. One of our mission profiles, yeah. Export 60 rare metals by the end of Sol 30. Ah, bother. Almost got a bunch of free supply pods. Had we have worked a little bit better, maybe we would have stood a chance, but it is what it is. Here I was thinking it was 60 by day 60. Alright, well, unfortunate, but it could be worse. We do have a little bit of a water issue. Demand is slightly exceeding what we need. Let's turn this one off of a nighttime. That should take us to... demand is still slightly off. Let's go ahead and turn both of those off tonight. Our water tanks still have plenty of water, so we shall be fine. Yeah, these are up and running. Alright, so let's see. Production and demand are balanced. I'm alright with this. In fact, you know what? We could probably turn one of these on. Yeah, we have 15 stored water in both of them, so you know what? Yeah, let's just keep going with the fuel. The more we have, the merrier. We're going to need to refuel. We can go do some more orbital missions, maybe send off a couple more drones. We'll save the people if possible. That should be fine. And I think we should be fairly good. Yeah. Alright, well, excellent. We made it through the storm. That's heading back to Earth nice and quickly. Again, we're going to get some good cash from these rare metals. Do we know how much we sell these for? Not particularly. Okay, so that's sort of an unknown. We could possibly go ahead and get this up and running again. You know what? Maybe it's worth getting a second rare metals refinery. Use them both during the day. They cost us 10 power. We'd still be in the clear. I think it would be doable. And that would mean we could make more money more frequently. Alright, we're going to have a bit of a look and see if that's possible. That'll cost us 3 machine parts to build. Alright, well, unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah. I'll have to do that at some point in the future, but that's okay. Heavy drone loading is a bit of an issue. Yeah, that seems alright. Let's go ahead and tell the little drone to go ahead and fix that. Let's just zoom in on this guy. He is doing nothing. Let's go ahead and find some more materials for him to collect. 19 more metals, that'll do fine. And then I think we can gather some resources there. And then I think, what have we got here? Some more metals. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll queue that as well. Alright, and then we'll tell him to come back to base. Alright, excellent. Alright, so that's more materials for us. Again, we're doing really well on the metals at this stage. We could realistically, we could get a machine part shop. That wouldn't be too bad for us. In fact, that might almost be a better thing than having this open air gym. I would like resources, but research, but again, it is what it is. Could also potentially
Sector scanned.
we got more potentially, you know what, I lost my train of thought. We'll have to ignore it. Let's just go ahead and keep on scanning these zones that are relatively close. Alright, so we'll clear out this little section. Then let's see what next. We'll probably end up making our way south. Hopefully we can get a couple more anomalies. I wouldn't mind some extra research. That would be really good. We also need to see about a genius. That would also be good for our tech growth as well. Yeah, in fact,
Funding received.
oh, there's our funding. So, $1 billion for one supply run. You know what? That is fantastic. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy some more machine parts. We're going to get another one of these up and running. We have so much waste rock. It's kind of ridiculous. Sorry about that. A bit of a croaky voice. Let's go and we will go ahead and get that resupply going straight away. Let's go ahead and send a cargo rocket. We can go for... Let's see, we probably need a couple of spare electronics. That's not crazy. We'll need a bunch of machine parts as well. Let's go for 20 there. We can also go ahead and maybe go ahead and build prefab buildings. That's probably not the worst idea. You know what? An extra moisture evaporator is probably not the worst idea for us to have. Let's see. Okay, so this is showing us an active tally. We don't need a fuel refinery. Don't need a Stirling generator. We should be safe. Yeah, small parts, small machine parts factory. Oh, we can make a smaller one now. Okay. I didn't realize that we had yeah, I'm used to the machine parts factory. I guess this is one of the slight differences with the DLCs. Sure, let's build one of those. And then, you know what, maybe we go ahead and pick this up as well. A small electronics. That could be... Yeah, that could be useful for future us to have, because again, we need those rare metals to be able to make electronics. But even if we just build a couple here and there, that could be really good. That uses up a decent amount of funding, but nothing too ridiculous. Let's go with another drone hub. In fact, we could probably go with 2, because these are, what, 150 million each, but they start with a bunch of drones. We could also go ahead and... let's see. We could purchase another Explorer just as bonus research for 400 million. It is a little pricey in that regard, but it would be a boon that we would be able to make the most of for the rest of the run. Yeah. Other than that, we're fine on food. We don't really need polymers that much. But you know what, let's just build up a couple more just to be safe. And then... how much do these cost? 30 million each, so it's what? With one drone hub and one other thing, that ends up being kind of more expensive to buy drones by the... Yeah, because we get more than 5 drones when we purchase a drone hub. So we certainly don't want to do that. Not if we can avoid it. We already picked one up? Yeah, we've picked up 2. We don't need the fuel refinery. An extra moisture evaporator is not going to be bad. We don't need the Stirling generator. Yeah, I think we're happy just because we already have a polymer factory as a prefab. Small machine parts and small electronics. That's going to get us through the early game for some time. Some seeds. I don't think we really need them either. And we're not going to spend on the orbital probe. No, I think we just send 2/3. Let's go ahead and launch. That'll be fine. Alright, so that'll be water sorted out. This will give us more water than we need, so I don't think we're ever going to have any issues there. We'll have the polymers to upgrade as well, so we can get that hydroscopic coating. We will be able to place that around so we won't have issues there. We'll have the machine parts for more concrete coming in. We'll be able to build ourselves another rare metals refinery. Yeah, I see this as an absolute win. Yeah, and you know what? We've turned off enough stuff at night that we're no longer using power. Let's go ahead and get that running 24/7. Yeah, that'll be perfectly fine. Oh, we could also probably turn on that fuel refinery as well. Yeah, nighttime isn't that long. We can easily keep on going. Alright, excellent. Looks like building's not working. That's probably just a maintenance issue. Yeah, that's nothing to be too concerned about. Let's see, we have more waste rock over here. I think we're fairly safe. I would have liked to be able to put up a dome up over here maybe in the future. Get the underground metals extractor going. That would be nice. Get a little bit of extra research, but I think that's going to be a future dome. I don't think we're quite ready for that. But if we were going to do this, let's see. Yeah, we can only really do one or the other. Unfortunately, we can't fit all 3. And I don't see it being possible to get a megadome for quite some time. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, barrel dome, even they don't quite reach far enough for what we're after. So close and yet so far. That is majorly disappointing. We're so close to a phenomenal research dome, but well, it is what it is. Alright, but you know what? I think that's fairly good. We've got yeah, we've got more machine parts coming in, all sorts of things that we'll need to keep up and running. We'll happily get our... we're already halfway to getting our rare metals. and we're making plenty of fuel. Yeah, I think this is going to be an easy solution for us. We'll just go ahead and start making as much rare metals as possible. And yeah, we'll see how we go with that in the next one. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.